Good morning, guys. Read the article. Just got off the bus. Manifesting channel about manifesting. Sunday morning. Manifest guy. Day 9. Video 9. Yes. Yep. Well done. One new sub, few new views, and 2 likes. So doing well. The shorts are doing much more than the not so short form, but that's fine. That's try to funnel people to the more in-depth stuff. Today I'm going to go over the short I did yesterday a little bit more in depth. So this is level 1.5 sort of thing. I'll go into a little bit more depth. I'll cover the same points, basically like not 3 steps, but there's first three things that focusing on you'll see the most immediate sort of change. And even just focusing on these 3 things on their own is enough to get the ball rolling. As I said, see the change, but it could just a guide to a better life in general. You could just leave it at that and everything will just be a level improved, and you could just be happy there. Or it could just ignite a whole enlightenment journey and all the learning and the rabbit holes and all that sort of stuff. But start with a dream or a goal. If you have nothing to focus your positive energies on, you're going to focus them on stuff that you don't want. Idle hands, idle minds are the devil's playground. That's basically it. The devil is these negative thoughts that are holding you back from positive ones, from thinking positively, being positive, and not being held back by. I recorded this section again because the phone was slipping in my hand and I got a bit self-conscious about the lighting and started rambling. I've got notes, I should stick to them. I want to go back to the dream. Dream or goal achievable in 6 to 12 months. This is an example of this would be a pay increase of 10 to 25%. Feeling better, having an increase in something else in your life, something that when you think about it, it actually brings excitement, makes you feel good. It would be something that if you're feeling stuck in negative thoughts, or having a bad day or a bad time, you could think about this goal and it would make you smile, make you feel better about the situation. That's the sort of goal that will be most achievable. It's when you feel the excitement for it, it's your body and your soul aligning, and the mind aligning to something that all 3 believe will be achievable, and that makes it that's an aligned action. That's an inspired action type thing. Not action, but it's like an inspired goal. That's your body vibrating towards something, basically. 6 to 12 months. They always come in sooner, but if you set a time limit, the simulation or reality has an idea, write this down in the back of a book or something like that with a few details. Don't have to worry about the how or feel guilty for having something that other people don't. That's a negative thought process, dungeon programming tunnel type of thing. That's how we're meant to feel if there's people lesser around us, but these people have limited ability to think outside of their own negative thought patterns and programming, and it's not up to us or anyone to try and sort that out or help them or do anything like that. But got into that a bit. So dream, fun and happy, achievable 6 to 12 months, 10 to 25% increase on something. Put that at the back of a book, back of your notebook, back of your wins or goals. No, not wins, but your tiny wins book, daily planner. I'm getting into notebooking. If you know Lillabjorn stationery and stuff, I'm deep. It's pretty good. It's so much better than the phone. Your phone puts you in your head in a bad way. This gets you out of your head, like in your head, and getting it out in a really good way. It's quite good. You just become so much more creative in ideas, and it's so much better to have the little book here and have the notes for there we go, I hit something else. It's going to be a three-part video today, but that's okay, we're getting there. Okay, you've got a dream, you know where you want to head, you've got a direction. With this direction, there's somewhere you can focus on. That's great. Focused intention is amazing. Start paying attention to your thoughts. This will apply immediately towards the goal. And like at the start, it's not even having to worry about changing your thoughts or anything like that. Just pay attention to them. If you can be the observer of your thoughts, that's higher consciousness in itself. That's a higher vibration. That's you being aware, wanting to be aware of what's going on. And when you know what's going on, when you're more aware of your thoughts, you can employ a bouncer to club brain, club mind, as I like to call it. And that bouncer screens every thought that comes in. In science terms, it's the RAS, reticular activation system. And that is that's a muscle you can train and learn to watch everything that's going on in your mind and screen every negative thought process and pattern can be screened and you can change them to positive ones, or even just thoughts towards the goal or dream, and thoughts towards that feeling that it produces for you. You wish to feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That's the best place to be. So if you can get from having a negative thought or programming tunnel to realizing you're having that negative thought or programming, stopping it, and then realize, okay, I can focus more on the goal, the feeling better now, feeling good or feeling better now, as my amazing mentor puts it. And that basically means we're trying to feel good, which is the best thing to feel, is the feeling of the wish fulfilled. If not, we try and just feel good in general general good, life's good, I'm happy, there's nothing bad. And but if we can't do that and we're in a pretty down place, feeling is just two ends of the one scale. So if we can take steps from one end towards the other, they could be 3 steps at a time, it could be 1 step at a time. You can teach yourself quite easily and quite immediately. It's not a hard muscle to train. You can teach yourself to get to a point to oh, I lost it again. That's all right. Sorry about that, guys. Got on a good ramble. Didn't know where to come back to. I'm talking about the scale of feeling good, feeling better now. We can take steps towards from a bad feeling towards a better feeling. I don't want to get into that too much more. There's a whole lot that can go with that and managing that, but that's basically it for this yeah, for a basic rundown. I will be getting into all these different steps. I will be breaking down into their own videos, more in detail, more in depth, and more in how I'm applying them. But I'm going to start off real basic with all this stuff and just watch how it happens. Okay, thoughts also applies to your mouth. What comes in, what goes out, both what you're saying, both and what you're consuming. Food and words, when you're taking in what you're putting out, have an immense amount of energy. If what you're taking in influences the energy in your body, and what you're putting out, that influences the body's, what you're putting out of your energy. And man, these lights are playing with me this morning, I tell you what. So yeah, the energy, bad food, too much food, eating irregularly, eating too late, making your body do a lot more work than what it should. It could be working at raising its own vibration instead of processing low vibration food and having to absorb that and work through that, and then you feel shitty. Low vibration food brings your body's vibration down and turns into dis-ease, also known as disease. 80% of disease is caused by bad energy levels and stress. They play into each other. All these negative things happening to you causes accelerated atrophy. Alright, I won't even pause this one. Okay, what you eat, what you speak, and it all has influence over your reality. That's right. Okay, that's basically 3 things. That's having something to focus good energy on, and something that makes you feel good or better. That's controlling what your mind's doing, focusing on better things. I just try and get a good thumbnail. Yeah, focusing on the mind, where that's going. You can, it's like you're in the particle wave experiment. You're the observer, crunching particles of infinite possibilities and probabilities, crunching them into particles of your choosing. Whether you want to be neglectful and have them crunch into negative particles, or you want to have some influence over it and have positive outcome, positive particles. That's what we're after. Positive photons everywhere for everyone. That's the goal. No, it's 1,000 subs. Like, comment, subscribe, share, please. I'm joking. Alright, here's a quick rundown of what to expect on a week, a month, and a year type situation. Do this for 1 week, you will feel lighter, you'll feel happier, you will feel healthier. It's noticeable in a week, it's noticeable in a day. You will, if you have a bit of hindsight and sort of are a bit more of an observer, you respond more than react, you'll pick up on this a lot quicker. But it's all part of the process. And yeah, more energy, and you'll start feeling, you get a few more ideas about things, you'll be a little bit less worried about things, and you'll feel things start to go more in your way. Green lights, Matthew McConaughey, that's the type of shit. Alright, do this for 1 month. And you'll see the side quests and side wins start to come in more. This will be the inspired action, but also inspired ideas. People and things will come in that you never expected, but you know of them. You know some things, there are people that do these things, but you never expected you bump into such and such, or you feel the need to go somewhere and do this thing, but it just feels like the right thing to do. So you just do these things and you just notice the simulacrum starts to play in your favor. It's almost like there's Easter eggs, breadcrumbs. I call them simulacrums. So that's after a month. These things will start happening more often. You'll also get a bit of feedback as well. Yeah, there will be feedback, positive and negative, and by this month time you'll be much more aware of these things. Seeing as you're going down this path, you'll be learning, you'll be, the inspired action will be wanting to learn, wanting to apply more things and being more aware of it. So that'll be something that comes of it. And then I'll just get some light. Thank you, 7-Eleven. Okay, after 1 year, you'll be on your third goal at least. After a month, you'll have a firm idea of where you're heading, but after a year, you'll be on your third goal at least. Momentum builds fast. Yeah, this is when you start realizing, seeing things coming, being happy about the negative times, because you know the negative times are the boss. You've made it to an end of a level. This is when you're playing it, basically video game theory. You see the boss, you pass the boss, you get the inspired actions, you apply the inspired actions, you learn the thing, you learn the craft, you meet the person, you meet the magi, you meet the wizard, you craft the item, then the next boss will appear. I've seen, personally in my own goal and record keeping, I've seen stuff I've put from a dream session, so it's 24 hours from sitting down and having a dream session, a dream hot pen session, 30 minutes of just writing shit continuously. The light will go bad here. Writing continuously for 30 minutes and just seeing what comes up. I've had stuff come up in that, so subconscious idea come out onto the paper. I put that to bed and I detached from it completely. I don't need to look at that again. And then within 24 hours, it was only one little piece of a puzzle, But it was a puzzle I had no idea how it was going to come together. It was a subconscious puzzle that I had no idea was going to come out and spill onto that paper. But yeah, within 24 hours I received a phone call, which I don't usually get. I answered it, which I don't usually do. And it turned out to be someone literally calling me and say, hey mate, I've got this stuff. It's not like that. But he said, hey mate, this my friend passed. He left these things. I think you're the right person to have them, and I think this will help with your journey. And it was pretty much explained to me like that, and I took that for what it is, and I'm running with it. If I keep going home, I'm going to run out of light. So, not really liminal now. Sunday morning, nice little bit of fog. Have a great day, guys. Daily action. I missed the daily action item yesterday. That's okay. Back on the horse today. Yeah, when you have daily tasks and stuff and you can't complete them, that's all right. Get back on the horse the next day. Don't double up or anything. Do the thing. Do the minimum. Have a minimum set. Do the minimum. Show up for yourself, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for the love. Thank you, everyone. And happy manifesting.